What's up, guys? It's your boy Jamaica here, coming at you with another deck tech. This is my white weenie build. Um, when you start these like new seasons, this is season 11, by the way. It's really good to have a good aggro deck. I mean, obviously, red deck is always like the level zero thinking, and there are really good red cards like Chain Lightning, Ash Zealot, Rakdos Cackler. Now we have like what Rampage Ferocodon. They're like crazy. They're like crazy good cards. But I will tell you that this deck beats red deck. That's a bold statement. I don't like make definitive statements, but it's very, very good against red deck. I would say almost unbeatable. Almost unbeatable. Like there's just so many tools in white that can beat red and at the same time beat the other kind of unpolished brews of when the early season comes up. We're in like week 2 right now, so but yeah, here we go. This is my list. I've actually played 2 leagues and have only lost 1 game. Not match, game. I've only lost 1 game, and this not the same list, but the same kind of like idea has also won a tournament from week 1 last Sunday. So yeah, here we go. This is the list. So 20 lands, 19 planes, 1 Khador Outpost. You just kind of want like a late game sort of threat maker. I've actually kind of almost been screwed with this card, but it's kind of okay. You only really need like 3 to 4 lands to function, so you can like afford 1 Khador Outpost. Plethora of 1-drops. We'll start from the bottom, work way up. Student of Warfare, new addition to Penny Dreadful. I actually like Student of Warfare. I like creatures that are just kind of like standalone threats versus things that like need help from other things. So Student of Warfare on its own is a good like mana sink. I've actually got it to 7 level up counters. It's kind of crazy. So it's a really cool guy. I like Student a lot. Soldier of the Pantheon. The best Savannah Alliance, really, that you can get. Protection, it has so much weird text. Protection Multicolor is actually really useful. It beats Rakdos Cackler. I've had people attack their Rakdos Cacklers into my Soldiers of the Pantheon, and they scooped. It's great. And, there's all the other multicolored spells in the format. My thing here, though, is I love the Hunted Witness Doom Traveler combo. Doom Traveler, another new addition to Penny Dreadful. This just makes the resiliency of the deck so much awesome, great, And they survive, they kind of survive board wipes, really, but it just kind of gives you these, resilient threats. Doom Traveler, obviously, the Spirit's a little better than the Lifelinky guy, but they're both really relevant in certain situations. For example, Stormcrook Noble. These are all human. I have a lot of humans in the deck, and these make non-humans. Soldiers are not humans; they're just soldiers, and the Spirit's obviously not humans either. So there's things like that. Just little niche effects. It's pretty cool. Brave the Elements. If you're playing a white deck, you want to have Brave the Elements. It's a really great addition to the archetype. You can kind of save your creatures or just push through for the final poison damage. Either way, it's pretty awesome for 1 card. Another reason to play white is Honor of the Pure, another new addition. I think the deck would exist, but it wouldn't be as good without Honor of the Pure. 2 mana anthems in this format are so good. There are only very few of them, really. And some of them are really bad, like Sunken City makes blue creatures bigger. I'm not sure if it's legal right now, but you have to pay 2 blue every turn. And there's Merfolk Mistminder, which pumps all your Merfolk. But it's blue-green. It's like a 2-color anthem. So to have just mono-colored anthem, which the only drawback, quote unquote, is that you need to play white creatures. I'm down. I mean, it's great. It's such a good card. Knight of Metagrain, it used to be Consul's Lieutenant, which was the renowned card that pumped all your attacking creatures. But like I said earlier, you kind of need a couple of non-humans. And I think in the current meta, it's really going to have a lifelinking kind of guy. So Knight of Metagrain, Kitkin Knight, First Strike. First Strike's another kind of sub-theme. It's just really good against red. You just want to block all the time. So there's that. Priesting Captain here makes its own dudes. Happen there. Priesting Captain's also just kind of like a Student of Warfare type thing. Kind of makes its own little army. So if it ever connects, First Strike's also a big deal. Bygone Bishop kind of keeps the cards flowing here. Especially in the later games, turn 3 you slam a Bygone Bishop, and every creature you make pretty much draws you a card. So that's just really keeps the engine going. I think this is another one of those linchpins. You wouldn't really think about that as much. Like Honor the Pure, Rave the Elements, things like that. Those are cards that like really make the deck work. But this makes the deck go work really well too. I think these three cards are like the cards that actually like really make the deck tick. And Banisher Priest, I really wanted just some sort of like removal that's also a creature, and Banisher Priest is basically that. You know, why not? It's just a pretty good, pretty solid card. You know, not great in every matchup, but good enough where you're kind of on the. It's a good tempo swing. You know, so you're like play a 1-drop, play a 2-drop. They play their guy to block. Well, Banisher Priest swing in, things like that. It's pretty great. Sideboard mostly again against red. Sunlance really good against the smaller creatures. Absolute Law is absolutely terrible, terrifying for them. Really, it's just like all creatures get pro red. Now you're just racing. You know, Sanctimony, another crazy card against red. When they were tapping out, you can gain a life. It's pretty sweet. Stasis Snare, good for the mid range matchups and maybe like the bigger creatures. You know, just another like just more Banisher Priest basically. Single Purified Grave. There's not a lot of graveyard decks out there, but you kind of need some sort of graveyard hit every now and then. So I'm gonna do a single one. Mastery of the Unscenes for control decks. Just you want to make constant threats really, so you can play this down early and just kind of keep manifesting and just keep making creatures. Eventually they'll just kind of run out. Make a stand. This was Rootborn Defenses. They do the same things, which is make your creatures indestructible. I'm choosing Make a Stand right now just because it's first is basically like populate versus the pump effect. And I think the pump effect is slightly more useful. You do make a lot of tokens between like Doom Traveler, Hunted Witness, Precinct Captain, and you can make a lot of tokens to make the populate kind of worth it. But I think just like the plus plus is pretty good because you're not just like holding the card just to like save your creature or make a creature. You can actually just like push through your last points of damage with Make a Stand. So I'm gonna choose that. And Thunder Growth is just a disenchant, you know, just random enchantments, artifacts. I think like the most important artifacts probably like Primal Amulet and Whip of Erebos. Those are probably two enchantment artifacts I'm really afraid of. So we're playing in a tournament today. Actually, I think last week, White Weenie did win. So not by me, but by somebody else, Mr. Sad. Shout out to you. But yeah, we're gonna play, you know, see what happens. So let's get cracking. Alright, got round one with the Pain Dreadful White Weenie deck. That's a pretty typical hand. I'll keep it. 1-drop, 2-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. Can't keep. Full of mystery. A lot of temples in this format again. To be honest with you, I've been like so busy with my life. I'm like still surprised by cards that are like legal and not. Because I haven't really been looking a lot. So I've been focusing on a couple of decks, but I really don't know that much these days. Newt's Constrictor, okay. That guy's kind of annoying. Um, let's go with the. These are kind of the same creature. I guess this has lifelink, so I'm gonna go with this guy. The reach here is kind of annoying. The reaching and pumping are both things are kind of like a slightly better wild mongrel in this instance. Still, wild mongrel's still pretty great. We'll let this thing come through. Victor, sure. So I have a choice here. Geez, double honor. I think I'll play the other first striker, and then just make them try to commit like 4 cards to this. I'll take that. I'll probably just take that kind of trade. I'll save like a bounce ball. That would just really blow me out. Like they had like adjust the wind. They're like really annoying. I might just like if they just a single attack, I might just block with a Doom Traveler. The good thing about those creatures is that they can block twice. They basically block twice. It's really. But I'm gonna play double honor next turn, so that's gonna be pretty sick. Yeah, if this is a single attack, I could just block with just a Doom Traveler. It's really early, I know, but I'm gonna just kind of like block for a second. Tap lands in his deck. I'm feeling Madness. I think they're like a Madness. Like, yeah, Wild Mongrel kind of like seals the deal for like Madness. Alright, I'm just gonna drop double honor and just like pass. And now I have like this wall of first strikers. So attacking is gonna be a bit difficult for my opponent, unless they have like some removal. Which is totally possible, like, you know, there's like unsummon just to win, things like that. Raven Almost would be kind of nice, but this Wild Mongrel can change its color by discarding, so super great. Deep Analysis, ooh, love Deep Analysis. Flash that back. Definitely digging for some sort of like removal, or if they have removal. Attack. I could call them out, but then like they discard 2 cards, kind of whatever. I'm just gonna call their bluff here. I could block with everyone, and then like then the attack looks really bad. But let's just. They could play Invigorate too. That's the other weird card they could play. Just call their bluff. See what happens. Okay, let that go. That's a strange attack. I'm not really sure why that happened. Maybe they forgot that they on first strike. Easy mistake. Let's. I get rune snagged here. Sure. Okay, no, maybe not. Try to draw some cards. Even if things counter, it's not a big deal. I still get the clue because it's a cast trigger. I could attack with them the first strikers now. They you would have to give up like 2 cards for it. And I kind of lose my defensive stance. Maybe they've got 3 cards actually to kill it. So I'm gonna go attack. I'm gonna get in. I kinda want to get in here. They're gonna just pump. Roar the Worm, that's not bad. Analysis, okay. Alright. The thing about, I think these, like, I'm fine with this trade. It's like a 4-for-1. Oh, not really, because of Deep Analysis and the Roar. The thing about these, like, Madness decks is that, they need to gas back up. So I guess Deep Analysis is not bad. It's not a bad trade for them, but part of their strength is the amount of cards they have in their hand, so. And they're paying 3 life to do this. So it's like I kind of hit them for 3. I don't even agree playing that land. But I guess everyone play the Roar of the Worm. But I'm kind of fine with that. Did lose a first striker too. Brave the Elements. Damages this. Or I can't do math right now. Oh, it's 14 on the dot. On the dot. I almost hit blue. I literally almost hit blue. Did you see that? Did you see that I almost hit blue? I kind of just woke up, but did you see that I almost hit blue? Did you kind of see that I almost hit blue? Oh my god. Deep analysis does have its drawbacks. The 3 life thing really did kill them. I didn't hit them at all. And they did like 6 to themselves. Alright. I like Stasis Snare. I don't like Sunlights as much because of the way they can pump. I like Stasis Snare a lot. Um maybe Make a Stand could be okay. It could be good in like those just like stalemate situations where they're trying to block and I can just like they pump and I can just make it. So I'm gonna try to make a stand. I don't really like Soldier the Pantheon as much. They don't really do a lot in this matchup. I really like Banisher Priest, though. Banisher Priest and Stasis Snare are pretty great. I think that's it. I don't like the Purify. It's kind of like I can kind of like cheese them and get like the Roar of the Worms. I'm not a big fan of that though. You can't really like respond because if they cast it, you have to like take it. You know what I mean? You can't respond to the casting, so I'm not gonna play that. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'll just deal with like the board versus like their graveyard. This hand is okay. I'm gonna keep it. I think like a third land. Okay. Again, the wall first strikers are really important here. They mold the 5. That's not... Okay, third land activated. Okay. Did you see I almost hit blue there? I almost hit blue in that Bravey Elements. I was like, you saw the cursor go over there. It was just like scary. Scary stuff. I'm gonna lead with a Precinct Captain. Because I might ban. This might be the only creature he has, and I just might Banisher Priest it. Get in, make a token. Kind of what I want to do. You have to get like Rune snagged into Oblivion. Or Memory Lapsed. I might just discard for Arrogant Warp. Edric? That's annoying. Guess I'll let him draw a card here. Want. Right. Well, I'm gonna banish a Priestess Niece Constrictor here. And then get it, attack with the Precinct Captain. He might attack back with the Edric, that's okay. I don't really care. You always want to get the enablers out of the way. I want to stay on the aggressive. Like, if he doesn't block, like, I make the token. If he does block, I kill the Edric. So it's like a lose-lose. And then, like, the Edric will never get in, because I have a token now to block. Block. Search. Sure. This is pretty good. It's a really good card for Madness, too. You see, I'm seeing Frank Search all over the place. Sometimes in places I think are completely unnecessary. But I see it everywhere nowadays. Right, Deep Analysis and Bow. All lands untapped. I have a counterspell here, or just nothing. I get in with both guys here. Okay. Oh, surprise Arrogant Worm. Do I want to save what guy they block with? Let me see. Let me see what they block with. If they block the Banisher Priest, then I'm definitely saving it. If they block the Precinct Captain, then it's a crazy sign. They don't want me to have a token. I think they're going to block the Banisher Priest. Okay. I should have done this like before they I think I should have done this before they blocked, but this is okay. I probably should have just done it before they blocked, obviously. Would have been like the better play, I think. Because I'm not gonna like trade there. They have one card left. They have a deep analysis though, so they have a couple of cards back. The arrogant word's gonna draw them a card too, so. Yeah, I kind of missed 2 points in damage. I might make the difference here. Trigon Predator, okay. It's kind of a 2/3. It's kind of annoying. I kind of need a Honor of the Pure. That'd be. But let's just put up another wall of First Strikers. Blues. No real good attacks here, so I gotta pass. Predator is an interesting one. I guess it kills Honor of the Pure. It is a 2/3 on its own. Honor the or Bravium must be very nice here, but it wouldn't be lethal yet. I'm stuck on some lands here. Let's draw a card. There's the Brave. Yep. Two. Really matter of time before I just like pass this card. Alright, they got a second blue source. I'm not sure if this is gonna be relevant. The Wild Mongrel can change its color, so that really. All the cards. And let's just keep stacking up. I'm not sure what they can do. River's Rebuke, I know that card exists, would be the biggest blowout in history. So if they get the 6 mana, that'd be really bad. Damage do I have? 2, 4. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 14, 16, 17. The next turn I can get lethal. If they don't have a counter spell. I just have 7 clues though. It's not really lethal because they have the Wild Mongrel, so I need to like void their hand for. Or just say F it and attack. That's another thing that I could see, but that's not a good attack at all. Analysis, okay, helps with the math. Kind of have to deep analysis there, honestly. I'm actually really afraid of Rivers of View right now. I think I have to like end the game here. But they could have like a memory lapse or not a rune set, just a memory lapse would be really, really annoying. I think I'm just gonna go for it. I'm actually good against memory lapse because I have 7 clues. Now that I think about it, so I'm gonna go for it here. If it's a negate, that's really good too. Bounce spell would be really annoying here. But I can probably pop a clue and try to protect against that. Fog would be very annoying. Just the wind. Let's pop a clue. Let's see what happens here. So that might not be enough, honestly. I hadn't really done the math here. He gets to block 2 things. Or he gets to block 1 thing, get rid of a thing. I'm gonna gain a bunch of life too. First strike. Die. Alright, exactly 9. Great. Did it. I didn't even do the math on that one.